Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Dominion 6. And we are continuing to just roll through a bunch of different nations, modded or unmodded, although admittedly, since we started doing the random set of nations, we have yet to get a vanilla one, but I think this might be the time. This might be the time. Last time we did Hagia, I think it was called. LA, late age nation with humans that became undead copies of themselves once they died, which was a pretty cool mechanic. And we will see what we get this time. Again, 222 options, roughly half and half. Vanilla and modded. Has to statistical impossibility for us not to get a vanilla at this point. I'm pretty sure. Let's roll. 105. I think that's just off the cutoff. Yep. 102 is the last vanilla one. 105 is Dur-Halam. Meteor Obsessed Barbarians. I think this is from Confluence, I believe, which we have yet to play as. Or we have yet to use. Where is Confluence? Here it is. Confluence. So this, yeah, we've yet to use this mod at all. I've never tried it. Just to be certain, I'm going to re-enable afterwards just a few of the key ones just to make sure we have Trusty Research, Gem Gen, you know, Worthy Hero, whatever. All right, so New World. For a map, we did Valanus last time, which was fun. I guess we could do another vanilla style. We could do 3 lakes. Small lakes. It's not bad. It's a lot of land. But, you know, we actually I've never done this one either. So, yeah, we're going to do different stuff this time. We'll still play large. I think that's not a reasonable compromise. Kind of nice to have some room to breathe at the start. So if we don't do wraparound, and if we get plopped in the middle, all of the other nations will be moving inward, and we will be surrounded. That's worst case scenario. Best case, we get into a corner ourselves, and we can kind of expand until we hit a couple neighbors, and that's just kind of good. But with wraparound, you know, everyone is kind of equally screwed, I suppose. Let's do north-south wraparound, shall we? We don't do that too often. We're just doing different things today. And this is going to be Mangg's LPs 34, I believe. And we are playing as... what the hell was the name of it? Dur-Halam. Yep, that's it. Alright, and we will play with... you know, we've been doing 8. It's been kind of good. But... you know what? Let's fuck it. Let's do 4. We're gonna do 4. We're going for a smaller game. Not necessarily a shorter game. That's not necessarily the case. But smaller. Alright, a lot of lore. Lore, so it's a barbarians. Yep, I mean, it's definitely barbarians. Race barbarians, we see that. So on and so forth. They worship meteors, apparently. Yep. So they got medium infantry, strong short-range projectile weapons, earth, astral, fire, and air with a forge bonus, average priest, standard forts. Alright. Well, certainly does not seem like a complicated nation, but we'll take a look here. We got our scout, a tracker. Yeah, our scout gets 16 slash and damage throwing axes. Chieftain. Yep. Wolf Tamer. Uninspiring, but Beastmaster +3 and can summon allies as an order to keep summoning wolves. Generally not a big fan of wolves, but yeah. Shaman, level 1 priest, and then either fire, air, earth, or astral at 1. 5 research. Not really going to make this guy for a mage or anything, or a researcher, but he's a level 1 priest. Skygazer, also level 1 priest. A little better on research, and just level 1 astral. Yeah, still not something I would lean towards making, but you could. Sky Watcher, level 1 priest with level 1 air. Okay, we're noticing a trend. Sky Smith. Okay, level 1 air, level 1 holy, and then fire, air, earth, or astral, and a 10% for another fire, air, earth, or astral. Okay, we're starting to get into usable territory, but still not really. Also inept researcher, but a forge bonus. Skybreaker. Fire 1, air 1, holy 1, and then another fire, air, earth, or astral 10% for the same. So these guys, I mean, inept researcher 4 really blows. But you're likely going to have, you know, half of these guys with fire 2 or air 2. Fire earth for magma bolts and stuff. Or astral for a little bit of communion work. Yeah, these guys are much more usable than anything else we've seen. Outside of the Sky Smith for forging. Although, forge bonus of 1 when he can only do, like, air 1 or earth 1 shit. You know, he's not a master smith. Which would reduce the, or increase our path levels for forging. That's what he really should have. Forge bonus here doesn't actually serve much purpose. Without boosters. Iron Breaker says our Sacred Commander, 120 leadership with a Meteor Star, 24 piercing bludgeoning damage. They get tower shields. Not too shabby. And the Meteor Druid cap only. Here you go. Earth 1, Astral 2, Holy 2. And then they're going to get 2 of Fire, Air, Earth, or Astral. Some combination. And then a 10% chance for another set. Okay. That's definitely more usable. But 4 recruitment points, 400 gold. These are mainly going to be like Communion Masters for any of the Skybreakers we end up that have Astral. That's pretty much where that's going to end up. But there's a very good chance they will be able to forge Earth Boots and stuff. Various booster items for the other guys. So, you know, we might get some usability out of this. Because we are going to... I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. Probably I'm just going to almost exclusively make Skybreakers through and through. There isn't really a better researcher, you know? Like, not a research heavy. We have to go pretty heavy magic. Meteor Druids are 15, which is very strong. But, you know, you can get 2 Skybreakers for the time and price of this. So, it's kind of evens out, and I'd rather have more of these guys for flexibility and communions and stuff. But we do want these for foraging purposes. Right. Then our units. Dur-Halam Warrior. Pretty average stats, but 21 damage, great swords, length 2. These are pretty much barbarians that you can, you know, you can pick up anywhere. Maybe slightly better barbarians. Actually, what is the stat on our barbarian? 13 hit points, 7 protection, 9 MR, 11 defense. Yeah, so a normal barbarian would have a bit more hit points, but 3 less protection. Also, 3 more damage. So these are in some ways worse. They also don't have helms or shields, so pretty iffy. Iron throwers. Still no helms or shields, but they get an iron swing, 19 bludgeoning damage. And iron hammers that they can throw for 19 bludgeoning damage. Range 11. But the fact that they still don't have shields, don't have helmets, average stats, 6 defense, it's a tough sell. Axeman. Well, we got shields. 18 slashing damage axes. We're getting there. Still a little iffy, you know, 10 hit points and all that. 10 protection. No helmets. Arrows will hurt a lot, but the shield helps. And 18 slashing damage is nothing to sneeze at in this day and age. Spearman. Alright, here we go. Still no helmets. We don't believe. We're barbarians. We're never going to have a helmet. We just have to accept that. But they get 13 piercing damage spears and 12 piercing damage javelins, 2 of them each. So a solid frontline option, I think. Raiders, no shields, but they get broadsword and hatchets, so very powerful on the flank. Can shred quite a bit of stuff with that kind of numbers in early age. So yeah, we're definitely noticing a trend across the board with our stats, though. Wolf hunters. They do get helms, leather hoods. It ain't much, but it's something. But they don't have shields. 7 protection overall. 9 defense. They have dual wielding axes and throwing axes. Yeah, I'm probably more inclined to use these on a flank. But 9 attack, length 1 is it's not great. They're certainly not going to be repelling anything. And yeah, they're going to struggle to land hits. Okay. Bear Hunter. Berserker +3. That's very nice. 12 attack, length 2, battle axes, 24 slashing. Yep. There you go. And so then with Berserker, this will be 15 attack, 27 damage, which is astronomical for a unit this cheap, I think. 13 hit points, 7 protection. Yeah, this is basically the upgraded Barbarian, finally. They have leather hoods. Still gonna die in probably droves. They'll bump up to 10 protection, but 7 defense. But they can at least do pretty well at repelling, you know, swords and clubs and things like that. So that helps. Warmaker. Sacred. Well, as far as stats go, not super amazing. Really, the only... I mean, if you took away the Sacred here, you'd say, wow, that is not really spectacular. They cause unrest. They do have ambidextrous 2, but their weapons are length 1 short sword and a length 0 dagger. 11 protection, 7 on the head, 9 defense. Pretty average stats all across the board otherwise, 11 hit points. Really, the only thing is the Sacred, but that can be a game changer depending on how hard of a bless we go with. Meteor Guard. Now, this is something that if you took away Sacred, I would still be nodding my head at. Shock, fire, cold resistant, but only 3. They get a Meteor Sword, 20 slashing magical damage. Power shields, parry 7, protection 16. They get chainmail auberks and iron caps, total protection of 15. They're size 4, 18 hit points, 13 MR, 14 morale, 17 defense. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need much else. Yeah, we don't need much else. And then Meteor Thrower. Also Sacred. I think this is cap only. Yeah, these are both cap only. Similar, they sacrifice all their defense and the shield for a two-handed meteor swing. Length 3, 26 bludgeoning magic damage, +2 versus shield. And then meteor hammers, ranged, 26 bludgeoning, magic, 11 attack, range 13. They're bad formation fighters, but they still have 15 protection. Okay. Well, I'm tempted to go Sacreds only on this. Like, all Sacreds, like a strong-ass bless. We just kind of talked about this last time, where it's like, yeah, I'm not overwhelmed by the troops, the normal troops. And these aren't insanely expensive. So I think we could go for a pretty strong bless here. I think the Meteor Guards are strong enough on their own that we could go dormant to wait for the really big stuff to kick on. And we wouldn't have that much trouble expanding. Crownless King. Hot damn. That is a motherfucker right there. Fire, Earth, Death. That is a glorious combination for a thug or a super combatant, because that gets you access to Soul Vortex, that gets you access to Invulnerability, that gets you access to Temper Flesh, Phoenix Pyre, Fire Shield, like, so much stuff is just in here that's amazing for a solo unit. He's got Berserker +3, Chaos Power, he causes Unrest, Ambidextrous 3, Unsurroundable 3, Affliction Resistance, 36 slashing damage, Axe, and Barbaric Roar to stun. Area effect 30. Oh my god. He just doesn't have much in the way of protection. But again, invulnerability really can solve that problem. But yeah, he wouldn't be an amazing awake expander like turn 1. He's gonna die. Unless the stun really does some work, but I doubt it. Yeah? I mean, how can I not, right? So let's say Dorman. Let's say we're going to go with some of this stuff. What do we want for our Sacreds? I don't think they're going to struggle too much in the way of killing. 20 slashing damage is pretty strong, but they might benefit from a bit extra attack. (17) defense is quite high. They're not really going to get repelled too much, even with their length 1 weapons. They could take... There is, of course, Hard Skin for natural protection. There's, of course, Fortitude, also very strong. Resilience of the Earth would be nice, considering that we are going to have Fire Mages in the mix, and Air Mages in the mix, and probably dropping some pretty heavy stuff like that. So I think Resilience of the Earth is pretty powerful. Stygian Flesh is pretty powerful. But we could go all the way and just take a fucking Fear Aura. When you're doing Sacred only and every single one has Fear on it. Hot damn, baby. So what are we taking here? It's hard for me to take Drain as is. We got to get up to Death 9 if we want to do some fun stuff. Beer. Stygian flesh. Resilience of the earth. That is a fucking hell bless for sure. All incarnate too. We're gonna struggle like hell in the early game. Misfortune we can take. I could maybe take cold too. I'm iffy on sloth, but it would help. And then maybe... Oh man, I really hate misfortune too. But we do want to get some more dominion. These are definitely the worst scales I've ever taken, and it's still not quite like hell-blessed territory. I have to assume it's cheaper to go up to 7 on these two than buying into another one, right? We have to have Earth 6 here. Like, if I wanted to go into Astral, for example. It's kind of a horse apiece, I suppose. But Astral, or Blood could get us Blood Surge. But I don't know what I'd really want to ditch. I feel like this is pretty strong. Yeah, I think it's... I mean, I'm a little worried about the Dominion 5. That's the thing I'm concerned with. Because if we're going to make a lot of sacreds, cap-only sacreds, we want that to be really high. So I'm tempted to maybe go Death 2 for even less... Oh, man. But we really don't need that much money, right? Probably. I know I should take Drain, but I just cannot... I can't. Our research will be so abysmal. There you go. Dominion 7. That's our scales. That's our bless. We have to somehow survive for a year. All praise Visick. Alright, there's 4 players. 20 provinces each, so that's 80. And we usually do 15 for 6, which is 90. So honestly, I don't know if I need to touch the thrones at all. We'll leave it as is. This will be interesting. All right. So we're on the eastern edge here. We're okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, it's turn 1. We're low on resources. We gotta get more. It's not shocking. Get Skybreakers going so we can get some research. And we need to be smart about this. If my goal is to enable my Pretender to be really strong once he comes out, he's gonna want, like, Temper Flesh at the very least. Invulnerability would be even better. Soul Vortex would be the best, but that's a long way off for us. That's Alteration 6. So that's Alteration 5 I would be pretty happy with. But I don't think we'll get there either. So that would be if we want to really enable the Pretender as an expander, or just to be able to win battles. Conjuration. is eventually going to be important for Earth power. But if we want to actually enable all these random mages we're going to get that are going to have like 1 Earth, then we need Earth Boots, which is Construction 5. Or we just go under Evocation, because we can get stuff like Stellar Strike, which lets us just drop fucking meteors onto armies from a distance. And a different Stellar Strike does 5 of them. 150 bludgeoning damage. Falling Star. 75 meteors will strike any army located in the province. This attack occurs after regular movement phase, and thus any army moving out of the target province won't be hit. Meteors will not randomly hit across the battlefield, but will largely strike on top of the enemy army. If cast on the besieged fort, the enchantment will strike the sieging army. Otherwise, it will strike the province defense and not the army within the fortification. Furthermore, 8% of the population of the province will be killed. Unrest will be increased by 30, and there's a 20% chance for both the lab and temple to get destroyed. Requires 4 astral, 4 earth, and 25 pearls. Can only be cast by a meteor druid. What the hell, man? 4 astral, 4 earth? Okay, that's a rare combination. So we'd have to get, well, probably 1 of these to be astral, 3 astral, because that's a relatively easy one to get boosted. And then I think, man, yeah, probably 2 of them or something would have to be earth. It'd be a very rare meteor druid that we could make that happen with. As awesome as it would be. So, but evocation will enable just a lot of killing potential. Or, you know, we also want... Well, construction does give us also soldiers of steel. So I'm thinking probably construction, because if we can get to that, we get earth boots... We can get temp gem generators. We get soldiers of steel. If we can get Conjuration 3. And then the stuff with enabling our pretender, that's further down the line. Alright, I guess that's turn 1. We were the only one to make a profit. Interesting. Okay. So we start with Dur-Halam Warriors, the Great Sword, Iron Throwers with the Iron Hammers. So we're just going to do something like this. We'll put you guys in there. You are slower, though. It's fine. Speed 10, speed 10. Usually something like that. I like to do something like that. The usual combo, wombo, wombo. Alright. I mean, this guy ended up with 2 fire, 1 air, 1 earth. What are the odds of that? 2 fire, 1 air, 1 earth. Okay, so he actually got the 10%. Damn. That means he could use Phoenix Power and cast, like, Sulfur. Yeah, you could just cast Sulfur Haze. And he could use Phoenix Power to cast Fire Cloud. Damn. It's not bad. Alright, you're going to move out here. Take this waste and river. We have a throne right here. Well, we win. That's always nice to see. But let's see how we won. Yeesh. Well, this is why we want our sacreds. They're the only ones that can actually hold the line. But, you know. 1 iron thrower, 4 of those warriors already died. Great. Okay. It's fine. Yep. Long dead, heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, light cavalry with a nice Drake. Not atrocious. You know, it's not a monolith watcher or something. Monolith with watchers. Second battle. Just about the same, I suppose. Routed the infantry there. Okay. Hey, you win, right? 2 more iron throwers, 5 more warriors. Meteor guards are just kind of falling behind there a little bit. Okay, and then the next would be the horse tribe cavalry, which is going to really, really hurt. So let's go back here. What a fucking waste this is. Yeah, not getting, this is not an insane amount of resources. I shouldn't have taken sloth, probably. And the thing is, like, these are cap only. That's the problem when you're doing sacred. Like, we really need a strong capital with strong resources. I'm gonna have to take out the Misty Bog. That's 6 resources. Are you serious? Oh fuck! I thought those were higher. No, all this is just like shit resources. Man, we got boned. Should we start over? This is going to be such a rough game. No, we won't be little bitches about it. 12 iron throwers, 7 warriors, but the meteor guards now stepping up and doing their job. Also, I probably could bless them. Yeah, just cast spells. You'll know what to do. Yeah, I mean, eventually we get the meteor throws. Right now, I just want the big boy guards. Yep, 26 kills for them. 32 for my chieftain, because they're all undead. Good, good. And we got a... picked up a little blade of grass. Great. Right, so there's just nothing that's going to, there's just nothing that's going to help this number now. You know. This is the resource count for our capital. I can go and we could make other things. We could make the wolf hunters or the bear hunters, really. And we could have a sea of them to kind of help with just killing stuff. But we're not going to be getting any more sacreds out of our capital. Perfect. Okay. Wrapped around the whole north. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, meteor guards are going to be strong. We won't have many, but they'll be damn strong. Yeah. I mean, we're down to basically just 9 meteor guards soloing. Not soloing, but doing very well. Yeah, so I could make a fort here. It's not amazing. But it'll get some resources. I don't need much. One meteor guard died. Linemen, boars, lizard warriors, deer, bear tribe warrior. Okay, that'll be a relative easy throne. Oh, and Oceania is right fucking here in the small lake. How did we end up with a water nation? I feel really bad for you, pal. At the same time, well, really, we might Dom kill him. If I just... I mean, he's got a throne here. If I can just enclose him, he's pretty fucked. Yeah, I think I will grab, I'm gonna grab you two. Well, wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. And we'll try and enclose in Oceania. We're gonna go to war with him then, but he's not insanely strong on land. And he's gonna struggle a bit. I think we'll actually reconvene for that. And we got our god. He is a damn strong researcher. You wouldn't think so, but the man can read a book. Falling Star Technique can only be cast by a World Breaker. Permanently grant 50 far shot to the caster. It can only be applied once. Does he benefit from that at all? I don't think so. Although he can cast spells. He has the Champion Skull already. That's awesome. He's just going to be getting XP constantly. I think we probably just want him on research, because I don't want to risk losing him. It's going to be hard enough to bring him back. We're getting diseased here. It's maybe a poor spot for this then. We're assuming there's like a well of pestilence there. Fuck. I still probably want it. No, so. Yeah, we gotta get better stuff. He is gonna come out. He might kill this guy. I'm just gonna set you on retreat. Oh, yeah, so he's connected to 2 fucking thrones. He's pretty fucked. Does mean we gotta build temples, though, if we want to Dom kill. What the hell? Abyssia Reborn. So we got... Okay, so we're playing against Yomi, Oceania, and Abyssia Reborn, which is also from the Confluence mod. Oh my god, that's a lot of fire. Good thing we took fire resistance, huh? Dominion spreads heat. I guess that's good for us, really. We were suffering in the cold here. Terrifying. Nice. Well done. Actually, we want to see the bless now. It's in full effect. Alright, so they have Fear 5, Invulnerable 10, Shock Resistance 13, Fire Resistance 13, Cold Resistance 3. Total Protection versus Mundane Attacks 21. With 17 defense. Are you getting confused? Oh, there's a Black Hawk. Hit with a range attack for 0 points. Miss, 0 points. Look at those nice rolls. Beautiful. Let's check. See if we took any damage here. You took a little bit of damage. 3 points. Because he had a plus 15 roll. Yep. Okay. Otherwise, this guy took 1 point of damage. And that's basically it. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to break. This one's a little trickier, though. Pegasus Riders. I think we might want to be a little in on our spell casting. Why does he spread these horrible, nasty, like, polyps or something? This is fucked up. Fucked up, man. No problem. Alright, I feel pretty confident we can win this. The Fear Aura and just, like, taking basically no damage. Be a very nice feather in our cap to Dom kill Oceania. He's gonna go to war with us soon, though. We're doing okay on research speed. I mean, alternatively, yeah, I could have taken like a more casterly pretender, like a Rainbow Blast with Inspiring Researcher. That could have helped. I won't lie. I won't lie. I won't lie. Would have been kind of nice, especially because we're not having our big burly dude do anything. Yeah, the Fear Aura, the magic swords, invulnerability. It's a tough one to... It's a tough one for them to crack. Reinvigoration would have helped. See a lot of fatigue bars on that one, but... There you go, throne claimed. We lost 2 of them. 104 kills. He is on land, and there's Yomi. Well, Honestly, you know, like, second throne here, third throne here, fourth throne here is a win. If I can avoid going to war. We didn't box in Oceania, so he's not, like, guaranteed to go to war with me. Just inclined. And then there's Yomi. I don't really want to make an NAP, because you never know. But you can always break them. It's nice to have them, because you can always break them anyways. But barbarians, we wouldn't do it. Alright, we got the Throne of the Artificer. So that's going to give us 2 Dominion spread, 2 Fire Gem, 1 Earth Gem per turn. This is all stuff we really like. All stuff we really, really like. I think we got to get some decent PD on this one, just to dissuade them from going for it. And maybe take Rafabolia. And maybe start building some Meteor Druids. I'm gonna have to grab some of you mage types, because you can also bless. Go this way. We are pretty close to construction 5. I think at that point, maybe I just focus on alteration in order to get, yeah, I don't know about that. Just to get, like, at least temper flesh. If not, go all the way to invulnerability. But research is tricky, especially if I start making meteor druids very slowly. Alright. Yomi's declared war. Can't say I'm pleased about that. But alright, you declared it. So here we could make the bear hunters. Could also get a lab here. But I need a lab and a temple. Probably should have temples. But we can get, you know, a decent amount of bear hunters to stack up. It's a lot of, potentially a lot of horsemen. They hit pretty hard. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, just keep the research going. We're gonna get construction 5. And start making some gear for Visic, like actual armor, which would be great. Alright, no problem there. 1 meteor god died there, but otherwise good. Alright, the throne here. Pretty doable, I think. 34 versus possibly 300. Overwhelming odds. It's just the way we like it. would be a feather in my cap. So 1 air, 1 earth, 3 astral. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? Rather just have sky. I know, but it's like Visick can just make earth boots if I really want him to. They can make them. This is the whole thing with that, like, taking like a Hell Bless, is you win early by your power of your sacreds, or you don't really win at all. Oceania just declared war and attacked. Took Kamsa, attacked Runia, took that. Attacked Forest of Lost, took that. We attacked Tiny Willow. We got plenty of kills. Oh, this was the throne. I lost nothing. Right. Problem is, we have to hold the throne. Really, dude? You picked up a chest wound and battle fright already? Fuck. I'm gonna run rampant through all my territories. The problem, we're in deep, and we got 2 wars going on. This is where things get really unfortunate for us. They both refused. They attacked Ard. We lost. They attacked Valrest. We lost. And we lost a commander from disease. That was that guy. Okay. Well, we'll fucking... Yeah. Yep. Now, how the fuck am I ever gonna hold Tiny Willow? This is the problem. Gotta attack me here, right? We are slowly getting meteor guards. Very slow process. Like I said, I think we got boned on this starting spot. Just feels like it. I mean, Oceania also kind of got boned. But I mean, he at least connects to, theoretically, 6 different spots, including 2 forests. I got, like, no resources. 5 resources in this swamp. This is just a shitty swamp. Did attack Tiny Willow. Let's watch that. Meteor Aura doing work. Yep. Didn't send him much. That's the thing. He kind of... he just has to outlast me now because I got NAP agreements being sent out forever. He's going to hit this hard this turn. I think we're probably going to lose that to one of them, but maybe they kill off each other and... I don't know. Someone will take it. Someone will have it. It won't be me. I can't do that. Fuck. Alright, I think we gotta get another guy online. Both refused again. Attacked Raphabolia, blah, blah, blah. Fuck. Yeah, we obviously need a third army here. I also would really benefit from having the Pretender do something. I mean, he can do personal iron skin. He probably can beat just regular PD pretty easily. If we're fighting in our own dominion. But you often aren't, and that's the trouble. That's the damn trouble. So yeah, personal iron skin. But I don't know. Does that do anything? Well, because he gets invulnerability 10. But that's only matters if your natural protection is lower than 10. So this is still better. And he can get body ethereal, which is always very strong. Didn't get temper flesh though yet. That's going to be at alteration 4, but he's going to get that this turn. Yeah. Okay. Alright, he probably can roll out. Personal iron skin, body ethereal. Could also throw on skeletal body, but... yeah, why don't you just cast a spell? Hopefully it's temper flesh. And then he'll have, yeah, pretty good stats. What he doesn't really have is, like, an way to AoE kill. That's why you need Soul Vortex. Which is also a regen. Take a look. I mean, he cuts an imposing figure at least. He went with Soldiers of Steel. Okay, well, he has 19 protection total. I don't know why he cast Soldier of Steel. That wasn't correct. Yeah, it wasn't correct. But, yeah, so he's got Fear 5, Invulnerable 10, Shock, Fire Resistant, Ethereal, Berserker plus 3, which will bump him up to 22 protection. He's got Unsurroundable 3, which kind of helps. The stun is going to be the real question mark of how good that actually is. Okay. You know, Body Ethereal is always very nice. It just takes so long for a Fear 5 aura to actually kick in. And I don't know if we get like a really indicator of if the stun actually happens. Affected by fear, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Blah. Or just, I think this is the stun. Failed to resist the effect. Failed to resist. Resisted. Resisted. I think that's it. Some of that is. Well, he won. Damn. So we got attacked in Betaine and lost an Iron Breaker. And 5 Meteor Guards. Damn. Because he's got his own fucking Sacreds. And White Harbor, where we're now being sieged. So his blessing is just quickness, which is bad enough. I mean, that's a bad enough blessing. Fuck. And we have to deal with 2 of them. Both nations. Wonder if it's because I was too greedy with the thrones, but like, how could I not be? This would have been... I would have had to go to war eventually. Ember Flesh. I think we probably just punch it all the way to Alteration 6. Should be pretty hard for them to kill him then. I suppose that's what we want to cast, but we do have Mist Form as well for any of the Air 2 guys. Yeah, you should probably just cast Mist Form. And maybe Lacerating Winds. Don't we? No, we don't. No, we don't. We do have access to Soldier of Steel if you have 2 Earth. But we don't have 2 Earth until we get Earth Boots going. And we sent our guy out instead of making Earth Boots. Well, there's no point waiting around. Mm-hmm. Okay, can we clarify that this is a tremendous problem? He's got them actually scripted to go attack rear. That's not good. We lost 3 mages. Just sprinted right back there. God damn. Alright, now we have Temper Flesh. because he's not in his own dominion. So, you know, they can hit him, but, well, it won't do much. But he's going to get the big harassment penalty now. But yeah, he's taking like 1 and 2 damage from everything. And the Fear Aura eventually does its job. Although he's, yeah, it's getting up there. Without Soul Vortex, we really wouldn't want to punch this or push that too far. Fatigue just sets in. Well, you know, any number of things could happen. Stun is probably helping him stay alive a bit longer and better, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to try for peace on Yomi. Just Yomi. Oceania. Dangerous, yes, but might be Dom killed. We crush all his temples and just has these 2 spots. It's possible. Tricky, but possible. But the problem is I really just don't have enough soldiers. And we really got screwed on our capital. I also need more mages. Okay. So we need more mages. Send these guys over. Actually, fuck. I mean, Misform's good, but I need the blessing. Fuck. Okay. I'm not sure. He's all the way up here. He's going to be building temples everywhere. He's going to be hard to stop. And we just lost 3 more provinces. He's right here now. He's already got this. I think this is just a no-win scenario. I don't have enough. True, I'd have to... Oh, man. Fuck. I mean, look at Yomi's start. Infinitely better. Infinitely better. And he didn't have all these troubles. Look at how much he was allowed to expand. He could even go underground, for goodness sake. I got shoved in this dingy-ass corner next to Oceania, like 2 spaces away. Like, why is Oceania even in the game? There shouldn't have been any water nations. I don't like this at all. This, yeah, I don't like this at all. I wish I could save my pretender after I made it, though, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that's shit. That was 34. Yeah, I'd rather just do bid and deep. I think that goes better. Mangs, LPs, 34-2. This is early age. Down to 4 players. Random land nations. No Oceania, please. And Dur-Halam, the Rising Flame. for our god. I think we want to do the same thing. I feel fairly confident. Our guys were really strong. Or we can take the giant idol. Because the problem with the other guy, is that he's not really useful until he gets some spells. Right? Like, he can't... So we could just go for, like, some nutso bless. I mean, this is carved from the fated meteor which landed in Dur-Halam. Temple of the Star will be created as soon as a prophet is chosen in the capital. Giant Idol will choose its champion from among the ranks of the World Breakers. It sounds a lot cooler. I mean, yeah, he's not going to go around like the Crownless King is. And eventually the Crownless King would be obscene. But, you know. We get some extra bonus stuff, whereas this guy doesn't. But he does get some good path options that are pretty nice. We still don't want to go in prison, because we still want the bless to come online relatively quickly. But I think we did, like, Turmoil 1. I think I did Sloth 1. I think it's still maybe viable. I think we did, like, Death 2. We did this. Something nuts. Honestly, I think maybe go Blood this time for Blood Surge. Blood Surge is pretty good. Enchanted Blood is also pretty good. Like, you could just mainly do just a lot of blood shit. We do get magic weapons already, so that's nice. Reinvigoration would be pretty good. Twist Fate is also really strong at Astral 6. And then, yeah, we kind of wanted Resilience of the Earth, Earth 6, but that's going to be a little tricky to get. I need 6 bless points for this. I wonder if it's cheaper to go into another different path, like Death or Glamour. Not really. That'd be 0 bless points, 34 design points left. Or we can go like 6 and everything, 7. It is slightly cheaper to go into a different path. We're not getting more than this stuff, though. I'd also argue it's probably anything really obscene if we want an actually nuts bless. We could probably do better than Twist Fate. I think Twist Fate's not bad, but like, we could take Fate Weaving for not much more. Just trying to think of what path I would sort of want for my, like, for foraging purposes or ritual purposes. I'm not really sure. We have definitely air, fire, earth, all well covered. I'm trying to think of anything that would be really good for, like, our spellcasters. We can already make earth boots with him, so that's good. Nature. I guess nature brings us down to 10 points. $18. Oh, so close. I think this is what we had, though. It's pretty close. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how good Fate Weaving is. You usually like to check the Discord. Apparently, it can be pretty devastating. Apparently, combining with Unbearable Splendor is pretty toxic, but that'd basically be like our whole bless. Would be Fate Weaving Unbearable Splendor. It's pretty good, but no, I mean, we'll stick with what we got. I think this is a fine. I think it's fine. We'll go with this. We get Blood Surge, which is always good. Enchanted Blood, so if they do take some damage, they'll regenerate and they get magic resistance. Fate Weaving. It's going to make them really hard. Make enemies really hard to follow up on their attacks while we just slaughter them. Resilience to the earth for fire and shock protection, and reinvigoration, which we also get from Blood Surge. So, yes. I think that's good. Uh-oh. We didn't hit Earth 6. Okay, problem solved. Neotig. All praise Neotig. Yeah, I think we're fine. Alright, well, that's a much better spot, at least. Thank you. We still start with not many resources, but we'll get there. Profits. Why don't you scout out... just scout out the underground over... maybe down here. I think this might be underground. Okay, so research now, if we're going to skip over worrying about our pretender, then I think it's pretty clear to just go with construction. Because we will want Soldiers of Steel and we will want Earth Boots, so I think that's just the correct option again. That's it. Alright, Prophet of Neotig, God of Forest, the Thirst, the Breathmaker, King of Animals has been chosen. Grand Temple to the Fallen Stars has been built in Dur-Halam. Pilgrims and devoted followers flock to the sacred site from across the ranges of Dur-Halam in hopes of receiving the blessings of the spirit. Only the most worthy are granted a sacred gift, a tiny fragment of the fallen meteor itself. These shards, imbued with the raw strength of the cosmos, bestow their bearers with the incredible might of a meteor. Blessed troops get strength +3. Well, you didn't mention that. That's pretty strong. That's pretty damn strong, man. Are we? Yeah, we always assume swamps suck, right? There's shitty ass shit. This is 27. This is 24. This is 83. But it's also one of the harder ones for me to take right now. It would be nice. We just don't get to know about the swamp, even though I'm there. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure we win this, but, you know, it's always good to check. Yeah, fine. 40 resources on that one. Okay. Good. See, it's improving. Getting there. Fuck, yeah, it's really probably too many at the moment. Wish it weren't. Who are we playing with? We are playing with EA Ermor, alright. EA Marverni and Agartha. So Agartha will be down here. Slurkin alarm. Slurkin. You ever seen somebody slurk? It's not pleasant. We will take you. Eight warriors gave their lives. That's alright. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Dominion 5. We need temples if we want to increase that, right? Every 5 temples. Because these guys are fucking sacreds. There's no way around that. Damn. Yeah, that's the problem with not taking enough Dominion. We had tough choices to make, though. Yep, slowly losing all our chaff. Hey, we gained a free lab. Alright, sure. Well, we can start making bear hunters then, I suppose. Can make plenty of those. Not that we need much help killing, but we don't really need much of anything besides more sacreds. Ooh, lost a meteor guard there, but they got 41 kills. Alright, good. There's a water throne. Great. Turn 9, so our god's coming in soon. Iron Port could be a nice spot to claim. I don't see Agartha down here. There is a throne here. So we may want to... Oh, and there's a throne here. Ooh. Okay, change of plans. It's unusually cold. Good. Right. So, we got a second guy. You. Hold an attack closest. Hold an attack closest. These guys are a lot faster, so put them there-ish. Now, there's no point. You don't need to be involved. I know. You'd be fine. Especially because you're a sacred, too. But if you die, it all crumbles apart, man. So I gotta take some mages with. Probably the... I guess it doesn't matter. You're mostly here to fucking bless. Yeah, this one's gonna be kind of painful. Also, 120 wolf tribe could be not pleasant, but I'd hate to not secure this. Alright, these are going to be two painful battles. But hey, our god arrived. I hope that affects our scales. Or our bless. For these battles. Let's see if it did. It did. They got Fate Weaving. They got Enchanted Blood. They are cock lock ready to rock. Oh, we saw it there. Cursed Luck. Has an increased chance of getting hit and an increased chance of these hits dealing high damage. Cursed Luck also negates the effect of luck if it should be in effect. So an increased chance of getting hit. Let me... look that up. Cursed Luck. Applies a 50% chance to reduce a unit's protection and defense DRN by another open-ended 1d6 to a minimum of 0. So a 50% chance for them to have an exploding 1d6 dice roll reduction of their protection and defense rolls. Meaning they're in general more likely to get hit and more likely to take a lot more damage. Jeez, that is a pretty powerful one. I didn't know about that one. I've never used Fate Weaving before. So like I don't usually go for high-end blesses, but if I do, if I go that high, I'm probably going to take Etherealness. But that is pretty strong. Yeah, no losses. Okay, and then here with the Barbarians. Also with our Bear Warriors. Oh no, fuck. We had gaps. Damn. I think we lost a lot of Bear Warriors. Yep, all 19. And we lost a Mage. And 7 Meteor Guards. Fucking Barbarians, man. They are the worst. Alright, but we got our god here. He can create a Chrono Gate. Requires the presence of a Temporal Stalker with an Alcahest. What the fuck are you talking about? You can also make Clockwork Soldiers. Okay. And we have Construction 3. Idle. Auto spell Large Area Curse. Range 1, area effect 25. Why would I want this? And Malachite. Undreaming 4. Morale plus 4. I guess that's cool. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, I mean, I could make Kithronic lion pelts for, like, all our mages and stuff. Interesting. I think you're on research for now, though. 61 research is very strong. 100 resources extra out of this place. And the throne here is Pale One Heavy Infantry. Might have some extra surprises, though. I only got 19 guys. Probably better off going back. I just wanted to secure it, because Ermor is right here. Fucking Eric is diseased, so that's great. He also lost so many troops. You know, these guys aren't easy to get, bro. Fucking barbarians. Ugh. We're a real barbarian. These are... I don't think we're going to be able to rush this super quickly. We could build a fort on the Cloud Breakers. Probably not a bad idea. I wonder how many mermen would I need to take that water throne, do you think? I mean, these guys are pretty shit, right? 1 protection, no shield, no armor, 9 defense, with just coral spears with a little weak poison. And this is Shark Tribe Tritons. Which have 10 hit points, 6 protection, 10 defense. But they have length 0 weapons, 2 coral knives, and a weak bite. They do have Berserker +2. But, you know, that lowers their defense more, making them more likely to be repelled. I don't know. I think if I had like 300, I could probably do it. But I'd have to build the fort here to bump up the resources. It would be kind of dumb, but otherwise it is potentially a free throne. I mean, we'd have to get a ring of water breathing. And I don't know how exactly I would get that, other than empowering something in water by just throwing in pearls and stuff. Because we really have no access to water anywhere. No, we have no access to water. But there might be another indie mage that has it. No, that's Earth Nature. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Could also make a merman captain my prophet if the other one dies. Or I think I could just teleport this guy into the ocean. He's inanimate, right? He's an amphibian. Yeah, we could just teleport him in. Okay. Let's get a merman captain then. There's a Gartha right there. Yeah, I mean, he won't take this throne probably for quite a while. But I wanted to secure the top side part of it. Alright, so a throne in the water there. There's a throne here. We know there's a throne down here, and there's a throne here. There's also a throne here, but that's... yeah, if we go east far enough to take this, or west far enough to take any of this. Yeah, the small map, you know. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe, 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 maybe. Well, I don't really want to give Eric any troops. He's just going to die on the field. So for right now, we're going to doom stack. You're going to build a palisade here. Start building these guys. We'll need a lot of them. Many, many of them. Saw a 78 round combat. I don't know what that was about. Ah, that's right. Fuck, he's not a very good commander. Alright. Get me a proper iron breaker. We slowed down pretty significantly here. I mean, I basically just skipped the turn for no good reason. All right, Ragnar, you are the man. So we got Ragnar. We got other Ragnar who has battle fright. That's all right. We have who else do we have? Rollo, we could, well, yeah, I mean, we don't really need any other mages. No, I guess we don't need any other mages. And we're gonna go east to secure that, or south to secure that. I think taking Ironport might not be a bad idea. Alright. We have quite a bit of money. We should probably get one of these assholes out there to start making some temples. Also, we could site search, I suppose, but... You know, I always like my remote searching. Alright, we lost one bear hunter and they got 25 kills. I think that was well scripted. Let's watch. First contact, boom. Coming in from the side. Slaughter, 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 slaughter. Good. Obviously, plenty of potential for not so good. Beowulf Skybreaker died from a disease. Blah, blah, blah. Build it into a fortress. You are just going to stay behind your troops. Tempted to make this a line instead. I don't have to bunch them up for the blessing purposes or buff purposes yet, at least. We may as well take this. Oh, we can get a Hoburg priest or a horticulturist. There's your water access. Just have to get a lab built here. All right, Eric, why don't you go build a lab and then build a palisade? Ermor's capital is right next to this one. Yeah, he may do well on that then. So we found Ermor. We know where Gartha is. All that's left is Marverni. Let's see. After construction, why don't you go ahead and take Thaumaturgy up to 4, Conjuration up to 3, and then some Evocation. 1 Bear Hunter, 35 kills. Alright, it's scripted properly. I like it. Barbarian Horde attacked our capital. That's quite bold of you. We are the true barbarians of this age. Perhaps you didn't get the fucking memo. Alright, that's a big Papa Bear throne with a Wormwood Witch. A lot of mannequins, vine men. Yeah. Alright, go ahead and take the Eternal Expanse. Much better game so far. No obnoxious wars. So we've got a connection on 3... Well, right now 2 thrones. Agartha popped out here. Which means we'd want to take this if possible. If we can go from here to here to here. Or here. Actually, probably here. But he might have already taken that. We'll see. We'll see. 2 Bear Hunters died, 22 kills. Meteor Guards are kind of slipping behind here. I mean, they're holding the line very well, but still. Yep, he did take that. We might run into him here, but I want to get to this so I have a connection. I'll pen off a letter to Agartha. And we'll pen off one to Ermor, just to be sure. Yeah, I think we can get another Ironbreaker here to start going east. Nine Bear Hunters, but they're pretty cheap, so I'm happy with these results. And we didn't get attacked by Agartha in the process. Whoops. Yep, okay, you're done now. So now we're just building up a massive army of mermen. Who are not even proper amphibians. They're poor amphibians. Great. This is a plan doomed to fail, I think. And you can handle 50 leadership. So I'm going to need like 6 mermen captains. Oh yeah, I like this idea. I mean, Marverni's got to be down here. Oh my god, 150 barbarians. Fuck. Okay, we'll take this first. Sigartha could attack that, and he might eventually, maybe. Just lost a bunch, probably running it into the throne. Or more, of course, running away with it, as it always does. Yeah, we want to go east. Ermor agreed. Agartha did not. Skull Mentor is pretty nice. Nice. We're up to 173 research per month. Not bad for a tribe of barbarians. Oh, we can have a line on CERN here. That's probably still about correct. Yeah, not much gonna change off of that. Ooh, yep, there it was. 45 bear hunters died to light infantry. Javelin throwing. This was the one I just scripted. I set them too far forward. Or there was just a lot of light infantry throwing a lot of javelins. Ouch. No meteor guards died, though. Yeah, I think I just set him too far forward, but that was painful. Oh, he actually retreated. Oh, great. Alright, so CERN has Slinger Heavy Infantry Elephant Riders. Ugh. Ooh, that is a pain on our sacreds. But otherwise, nice. Where the fuck is Marverni in all this? He must be up in here. Yeah, I would say that's it. Stepping on toes here, you know. Someone's gonna get pissed off. Alright, now our Earth 1 guys can become Earth 2 guys, make their own Earth boots. We also have Thaumaturgy 4, so someone can do Gnome Lore as well. We should have 2 fire, yep, so you can cast Augury. And we have 2 air. You can cast Auspex. And we have 1 astral, but we don't have Evocation 3 yet. Okay, I mean, this connects our whole empire in a nice circle. That's kind of nice. There's Marverni. Right up against there. Actually, I want you to wait here. I want to see if he weakens this at all. $114 here. Okay, it's growing. You know, once we hit the supply, that'll be our alarm, is when we hear that we're starving in the trackless wastes. Yeah. Just keep it going, pal. Keep it going, pal. 179 research a month. Tar pits found. Sparkling fields found. Good battle. Good battle. Rex the Sage has joined us. He searches for a place called the Library of Time. Sure. Oops. Gnome lore. Go ahead and build me a temple. Alright, so we're button heads with Ermor there. I guess I'll go this way to piss him off a little less. Because I'm very nice like that. But then we're pissing off Marverni. There's not really any winning here. Both are pretty shitty fights. Well, I don't know. They're both kind of whatever. Alright, and we end... yeah, Ermor's there. Cutting off Obelshin until we do a nice big war. I wonder if he's rallying against that throne over and over. Rex the Sage. Oh, okay. Well, you're good at researching, and I like that. You didn't get this built yet? Okay, we got water. So he can actually bring a water breathing if we want. I mean, I said I was just going to teleport, but he could do that. Also, auto search. Why not? I mean, they're decent little researchers, I suppose, but... Is that what I'm paying you for? 105 gold? Suppose I am. Yeah. Alright. See if we butt heads. Nope. Deep Crevice. Alchemist Guild. Nothing. Nothing. Pretty good. 71 kills with Meteor Guards, 1 death. Nice. Alright, good. Yeah, Bear Hunter Meteor Guard strat is working strong against Indies. Good, good, good. Alright, so we are spending quite a lot of Earth Gems. But getting all these guys to have Earth 2 is pretty worth it in the long run. I think if you go back, you probably could take on this throne. And thrones are good. That would be one throne. The water one is a second throne. CERN is a third throne. And then we would just have to butt heads. Well, basically take this out currently. And then we would take that. I mean, that's 4 thrones, assuming we can get the water one, which is a A pretty big assumption. So I could make a lot more bear hunters here. But we also could just get, wolf hunters to throw just a barrage of throwing axes. Or, for the most well-rounded unit, we probably could have a whole army that's just the spearmen throwing javelins and stabbing stuff. That's probably what I will do. Kind of pricey, but we got the money. Why don't you go ahead and upgrade this to a fortress? Do we want to take on the Light Hills? Not especially. Let's complete this circuit here. Okay, good, good, good. We got Conjuration 3 now. Which is nice, I suppose. We can get amphitheaters. Poisonous breath to really fuck me over. Astromancy. Can only be cast by a sky gazer. Permanently grants plus 30 fortune teller to the caster. Can only be applied once. It's pretty good. Sky gazer, huh? Yeah. And he has Fortune Teller 3 already. This is kind of nice to not have shit happen to your capital. Why don't you make one? Humor me. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Farm of Plenty. Ooh. Oh yeah, the Illusionists. 258 kills they got. My god. We lost Moleton. Damn it. Cut off my nice, neat circuit. Okay. Okay, okay. Good. I mean, we really don't need any more territory, I don't think. Now it's just about the strategic striking of thrones. Why don't you go back here? And we'll try to work together here to take some thrones. Yeah, I just don't need... We're not at war with anybody, which is great. I don't really need money. So what the hell would I spend it on? We're up to 153 mermen. I'd say that's about a good halfway point. And yeah, I mean, I guess more forts would equal more of these spearmen. That's true. Instead of just going all in on sacreds. But all in on sacred is not bad. Alright, we're going to get Evocation 3. We can get Riches from Above. Effectively gives 600 resources over a course of 3 turns. Can only be cast by a Meteor Druid, 7 Astral Pearls. Interesting. But I don't know really. Should have probably looked at all the text ground. It's a combat spell. Turning the earth beneath into a cursed domain. That's pretty strong. 10 plus area effect. 40 fatigue. Curse. Baleful Aura. Grants Curse Bestower trait to selected commander. Okay. Yeah, the Stellar Strike is kind of fun. You never get to know really well. Yeah, we could put a scout there. Or yeah, you have to have a spy. I don't know. I suppose it's kind of fun. Fall World Breaker. Great hero is called upon to help shatter the enemies of Dur-Halam with the strength of a falling star. Now you're saying something. Alright, let's go to Conjuration 5. Because we could also get fire elementals pretty easily now. I probably should have someone make elemental apprentices over and over. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good strat. Nothing. Great. Okay. Well, I guess that's a pretty good army. I can bring along mages to throw out... I don't know. What would you throw out if you had, say, 2 air? Probably we want to bring along the guys that can do Soldier of Steel now. So any of the ones that have Earth Boots. Earth Boots. And Earth Boots. And let's bring along a Fire 2 guy. There you go. Now that's something. We have a lot of friggin' money, man. I could be summoning... I could get mercenaries. Barbarian horsemen. What does that mean? What, like light cavalry? You can also get 50 Ictiad warriors, but I don't know how much that would really help. I guess there are Ictiad warriors there. Why would theirs be better than mine? Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe. With the Ictiad warriors going down, maybe that is the thing I need. In which case I'll need mermen captains. Earthblood Seepage. Mudfield and Enchanted Tower. We're up to 8 Earth Gems a turn now. That's pretty good. Did we not get the fucking Ictid? Someone took the... What an asshole. And the AI just knows that you bid, and they're like, okay, I'll bid one more. So they know all the numbers. Damn it. That would have been a pretty nice thing. Well, we got... Let's see here. We can easily field 150. Now I can easily field 175. Is that enough? I don't know. They're pretty shitty. Also, I'm worried about their... 12 morale's not the worst. I could make some of the inspirational stuff. Oh, and plus 100 leadership. So we could really just have one guy leading them all with +1 morale. It's not bad. I don't know if I can really give him anything else to help in the battle that would buff the troops at all. But, you know. Guess I could give him an air elemental. I don't know if that would work. Oh, I could have been making quills this whole time. True. It's been so long since I made a quill, actually. Good lord. Completely forgot those existed. I don't think there's anything else that's going to make much of a difference. So I just don't have water stuff. Oh, another inspirational +1. I mean, because that's going to be the big problem, is actually... Yeah, okay. Holding morale and keeping them there instead of routing. If they just stayed the whole if they had 50 morale, I wouldn't really doubt this victory, but they don't. Sunridge. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Well of white water. Misfortune +3. Hey, we're starving in the trackless wastes. Told you that was the key. Alright, so this guy has the experience. There's no lab here, though. Okay, it's... Oh, it's because we moved all these guys in. Alright, then get your ass over here. Cannot target caves or underwater provinces, and it's anonymous. Oh, that can only be cast by meteor druids. Right. Well, we have one of those, I think. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just research, I guess. You cast Stellar Strike. Wish I could target a water province. Oh. Yeah, maybe this. Soften that up, but then someone else will take it. So maybe just target this for now. Wish I had a scout there to see how it goes, but it's fine. We have a lot of air gems and a lot of astral pearls. But if there was something to do, there isn't. There's something to make. Bag of winds. Yep, that's true. I don't know. Just keep going. Arverni has declared war. Great. That doesn't make things easier. So they do let me see it. Well, that was utterly fucking useless. Arverni's declared war. Where do we make contact with them? Technically here. And they did take this now. Apparently. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. But we don't have much contact with them. So yeah, Stellar Strike, not so stellar. I think maybe the upgraded version could be... It's 5 of them. I mean, you're going to hit something, right? You're going to hit something. Especially on a dense stack like that. That's not bad. When you have to go to Evocation 6 to get it. And then the final version, you have to go to Evocation 8, and we'd have to like get this guy boosted all the way up. Which I think... Okay, he happens to be 3 Earth, 3 Astral, which I think is insanely lucky, I believe. So he got... Yeah, he got the 10%, and it was in probably Earth. Or, you know, he had to get 2 Earths out of this. Okay, I'm shocked. Good Lord. This guy's, yeah, that's crazy. I feel like obliged to go up to Evocation 8. We'll never make it there, but holy crap. Alright, we got the full crew here. This is going to be relatively easy, so let's head down. And I guess we could just stack all these troops in one big ball. So for the Earth Power guys, you're going to do that. And then you're going to do Soldier of Steel twice. And then probably Magma Bolts. We do have fire resistance, so that's probably the best bet. The guy with this is going to do this, and then we don't have Conjuration 5 yet, so just do Nest of Salamanders twice. And then we could throw out Sulfur Haze, I suppose. Pretty good. We don't need the Blessing, but I don't know what the fuck else you're going to cast. Nothing, really. You're just shit. These are shit mages. Gust of Wind over and over. That's what you do. Okay. Alright, fine. Should be relatively good. Okay. Yep. And we're still gonna make more mermen. Why would I not? Why would I stop that? Oh, Reavers of the Deep available again. Fuck you, man. You're not getting these guys from me. Maybe this is what we went to war over. Nothing. Enchanted Tower. Nothing. Nothing. And let's watch the battle in the below. A warning shot. Oh, smoked that guy. They got blood mages. That's fun. But we got the salamanders coming out. So these guys got prot buffed. Up to 18 protection, 17 defense is a pretty tough nut to crack. Sulfur Haze to fatigue the shit out of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we just eat it up. Well, the bear warriors don't, but still. Nice magma bolts. Look at that. Regen, blood surge. It's all coming together. Salamanders doing some salamander shit. You also shooting... Oh, he's shooting shadow blind shit at us. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think we lost a decent number of bear tribe. 20. Not a single meteor guard. Yep, pretty good, baby. Found an enchanted shield. We're starving badly. And we bought the Reavers of the Deep. Okay, so you and you get that. Why don't you get a shield too? You never know when it'll come in handy. All right, that entitles you to 175 troops. Everything we need. And yep. In a giant box. Can't fail. Did I split it into multiple squads? Probably, right? We want contact with the enemy. So probably, well, 2 squads at least. Okay. And then we'll have the Reavers of the Deep coming with as well. We're gonna have to wait for their asses. Of course. Okay, we're not at war with Agartha. But I think we should bump up PD here a decent amount. Just in case. I think we should get the hell out of there before we all starve. Alright. Alright. Marverni. Still doesn't have anything there. Still doesn't have anything there. I'm not sure why he declared war. But he did. He sure did. We got the Throne of Law. It's an upcoming arena battle. So we're about to get Conjuration 5, which will be Fire Elemental, but it'll also be the World Breaker. Wish I could do the arena battle then. Well, we are the only ones to claim a throne, so that's strong. That's strong at this point, and Marverni is the only one to declare a meaningless war against us. Cold +1. Ermor 1 with their Perfectus Equitum Sacred Cavalry. We get to know what his blessing is because of all that. Attack +1, Withering Weapon, Precision +1, Magic Resistance +2, Blood Surge, and Combat Farcaster +50%. Seems kind of a meme build, maybe? Okay, Marverni has a pretty light one with larger. Gartha, Quickness and Fire Shield 7. Ow. Oh, with like their Shard Guards? Oh my god, that is a nasty bless. Let's not ever go to war with Agartha. Yes. I think you were on Auspex and you ran out of spots to cast it. Yep. Okay. But you could go there and cast it. And you were doing Gnome Lore and you ran out of spots to cast it. And you can now call a World Breaker. Good. Okay, first throne secured. We need to move on the second throne now. Let's go back and pick up more troops, and then maybe do Kareen. I don't know. It'll be kind of tricky. We wanted maybe that big stellar strike, so we might do this and then this first. Assuming we have time. Alright, oh boy. This will be quite fascinating. You never know. You literally never know. It could work. We certainly outnumber them. Strong outnumber. Does that mean anything? Not especially. We are dying in droves. Okay. Not great, but we did a number on them. We killed 62 of the 94. There's very little left there. I think if we repeat that a second time, you know, by the time we get those other 2 thrones, we got it, baby. We got it by the ass. The ancient spirit trapped within the stone idol stirs, its cosmic awareness reaching out across the land. In a silent, ethereal communion, the spirit reaches out, choosing its champion, a soul whose strength and resolve mirrors the stars themselves. Searing light engulfs them as the spirit's power flows into their soul, marking them as its champion and binding the warrior to the spirit's will. Vidar the Skybreaker was transformed. To what? The World Breaker. 1 Earth, sacred, bad formation, inept researcher, unsurroundable, affliction resistance. It's got the meteor swing, hammer of the stars with meteor fall, area effect 9. 1/3 of his strength added. Okay. That's not much damage. But, you know, if he gets a lot of things that boost his strength, you can throw this 8 times. It's pretty phenomenal. I don't think he'll ever be a thug. But as part of our army, just launching Hammer of the Stars, not bad. And that's the thing, like, that area effect is not really ever going to harm our meteor guards. Because 1/3 right now would be, what, 5, maybe 6 rounded up? So it's nowhere near going to hurt our guys. But if we get him with the Boots of Strength, the Girdle of Might, we get him to cast Strength of Giants or whatever on himself, we could get his strength pretty easily up to 26. 1/3 of that is going to be 8, 9, maybe 9. Still not enough to hurt our guys, but it might do some damage to a lot of chaff. Area effect 9 is huge. Yeah, I mean, we'd probably want to kit this guy out. Could also give him this Bloodstone. I don't have any Blood Slaves, but we could get some. Then he'd have Earth 2. He could cast Temper Flesh. We could throw out a... I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to end the video here, though, because we're not going to finish in this time. I'm not going to try to rush it. So this will be a 2-parter, which is fine, because we started over. Doing much better this time. I mean, yeah, it's somewhat lame if I just restart every time 2 nations declare war on me, but, I mean, come on. That was some bullshit. Random map bullshit. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's a pretty cool nation. They got the nice thematic stuff with them worshipping meteors and worshipping the stars and having meteors call down on things. Like, you know, it's not bad. They're not bad. And I figured Confluence would be kind of just a big jumble of shit, really. But there's some... Okay, it's kind of interesting. Anyways, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. We'll see you fine folks in the next part.